welcome to Required Taste Podcast. We are back. It's your boy Dirty D.
It's your boy Tech Daddy.
Cowabunga Deuterinos.
It's very appropriate. That is a very appropriate opening. Good job.
Hell yeah.
Good job. I am proud of that opening.
As am I.
That's a good one. It's good stuff.
Solid.
Goodness. Welcome to Required Taste Podcast. We are back. If you are new to the podcast, thanks for giving us a listen to. We do history, mystery, music. Today is kind of movie history, so we're going to still call it history. We're going to file underneath that. It's fine. If you are new, please give us a like and a follow. We hope you enjoy us. We're going to do a little bit of a opening. We kind of do a little a little icebreaker, if you will, to get the juices flowing. Then we're going to hop into the topic. So 15, 20 minutes in, you'll get to actually what you might have come here for. Unless you're here for the banter, then, well, you get it from the jump. So
good banter.
It's gonna be. This is gonna be gonna be one of those ones.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a good one.
Gonna get an early start on this.
There you go.
There you go. I got a second one. Actually.
Pop in, open a crispy boy.
I do need some. I gotta get
a
some
crispy
water
energy drink. Both of you guys with some energy drinks today, and your big fuck off jug of water, which
I got
is
a
good.
big Fiji. It was on sale.
It's good.
You know,
it's good stuff.
Good stuff right there.
So yeah, if you're new though, I hope you enjoy this episode. If you do enjoy it, give us a like, give us a follow. Follow us on social medias. We have all of them, I think, all the big ones at least. And we have a website, requiredtastepodcast.com. Also send your suggestions in too. We're gonna be getting to those very soon. Also, if you are a returning listener, thanks for all the appreciation. Thanks for all the love. We do appreciate the support we've been given all these years. And, it's been warm out, so I hope y'all are taking care of yourselves. Make sure you stay hydrated. And as per usual, you get your forehead kisses. There it is. Fantastic. Sensational. Also, shout out to Big Cat. Today's her birthday, which is pretty dope.
Oh, happy birthday, Big Cat.
So, yeah, if you guys are listeners to the podcast and have been for a while, Big Cat's been on, I think, 3.
Yeah, she is a Required Taste alumni for sure.
Oh yeah, she was there from the jump, and today's her birthday, which is freaking dope. And so send her some love.
Yeah, let's give her a round of applause.
If I can remember what button it is. Oh, there it is.
We don't applaud much.
I haven't used it in a while.
There is no applause.
Yeah, I replaced some of our buttons with other noises.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I've used them here and there.
Oh, okay.
They're mostly situational. They're kind of a pain in the ass to program. That's why I don't do it often.
I'm sure.
It takes time, and the last thing I want to do when I'm not getting paid to work on computers is work on computers.
And it's hot.
It is a bit warm up here. It has been warm up here. We got that air mover though. That's definitely helping.
It was sticky, wet, and smelly up here like 20 minutes ago, and now it feels like like I'm sitting outside. There's a nice breeze.
Yeah, there's a constant breeze.
Now it's just the people that are warm, sticky, and smelly instead of the overall room.
Hey, I washed before you guys got here, just so you know.
Yeah,
I did too. It was just pointless.
Those forehead kisses would have sounded a lot different if it was still sticky in here.
It's true. It's true. Oh man, so it's been a while since I've actually read some of our comments on Spotify. By the way, if you all leave us comments, I read them. I know Ben, you look at them too from time to time. So if you do leave us a comment, we will get to them. And some of them do make us laugh. But freaking Mo, I want to talk about Mo for a second here. Which we love Mo. Like Mo's a good dude. Ben, I don't know if you've ever met him. But I know DJ, you go way back with him. I've known him for a long time too.
Yeah.
No, I met him way back.
It would have been a long time ago, probably. Because he moved out to the city a long time ago.
Yeah, this would have been before I knew you.
I remember I tore my Achilles tendon around that time, so I was off of work, and I took Mo and Brenda out looking for their first apartment in the city.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, they've been out there for that long now, too. That's crazy.
I had probably met Mo during the Marty days.
Oh, yeah.
When you guys were
still... You're talking 15, 16.
Yeah, like I said, well before I knew Aaron.
Yeah, 15 plus years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, like me and Greg would have been working together still.
Well, good news. Mo is still a good dude, and he actually does listen to our podcast pretty much religiously. Like, I don't think he misses an episode. So shout out to Mo as well.
Shout out to Mo.
By the way, for that. But 2 things about Mo. One, about his opinion on sandwiches. So last week's episode, and again, these were actually out of order, but I think this would have aired last week, though, because of how I adjusted the schedule. We asked a question about sandwiches. And, diagonal cut, square cut, da-da-da-da. The right answer is obviously diagonal cut.
Diagonal.
Like, that's the only proper answer for a sandwich.
It does.
It does.
It really does.
Right. So Mo thankfully agrees with us because he's not a freaking communist. However, this blasphemer, this heretic.
Are we throwing shade?
Yes, I am.
Hell yeah.
He said, diagonal cut for sandwiches, but there's really no difference in meat to bread ratio no matter which way you cut it. How dare you, sir?
I don't give a shit about ratio. I give a shit. I give a shit about, propriety and, the proper use of the bread and the meat, display, everything else. Oh, great. I got a bread rectangle.
Yep.
It's the Eastern Bloc architecture version of food.
Again, communist.
There's a reason we have our own type of measurement.
There's a
everything
reason
out here in America. All right.
There's a reason we made it to the moon and they didn't. It could be directly linked to diagonally cut sandwiches. Also, the having of bread. But anyway.
Yeah, we actually had bread. It's fine. But he also did mention there's a pizza shop, which is actually relating to this episode. There's a pizza shop in Bridgeport called Cowabunga Pizza. And
Nice.
it is like you think. It is what you think it is.
All right.
100%. I actually looked, I Googled it because I made a post on Facebook, I think 2 or 3 days ago in reference to what we were doing today, just a quote from the movie. And he messaged me about the pizza, which is cool because I do want to check this out.
Is there an arcade in it?
I don't think so.
I'm kind of surprised.
I don't think so, but
Gotta be at least one.
Yeah, you would think there's
arcade
one, maybe not an arcade, but
yeah, at least a handful of games.
like
maybe
one or
at least the TMNT, 19, what was that, 85? Arcade?
The cartoon
89, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the cartoon was 87. So
the arcade game was 89.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took me a minute to remember that. Mm-hmm. It's a tough game, man.
They were all tough games.
It's a tough game.
It really was. It's different when you're in the arcade because you could just keep boosting up your lives, just put in some more tokens, Right. But if you had that game and you played it at home,
Yeah, that's so they had there's 2 games for it now, but there was they pretty much came out with side scrolling beat 'em up turtle games now. I've only played the first one. I'm only maybe halfway into it. But me and Jess were playing it. And it's just so much fun. I was before you guys got here, I was thinking about playing it.
Which one was it? Shredder's Revenge or the other one?
Yeah, Shredder's Revenge. Okay. I think was because there's a new one out now.
A new
yeah, they came out with one I think a few months ago.
Because there was one before Shredder's Revenge, I think, where it's that compilation of the old games.
There is
Cowabunga Collection.
Yeah,
Cowabunga Collection.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other one. So there's another one.
There is another one.
Oh, I'm spending money today.
Yeah, it's a good time. Honestly, because it's a 4-person game, and you can play online or you can do couch co-op. Which
Nice.
I love me some good couch co-op with some friends or
absolutely.
It's just a good time.
The fact it's going away. Ugh.
Yeah.
The less I say,
sad.
the better.
It does make me sad, but I'm not gonna get into it.
Today's a happy day.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about turtles today, so it's gonna be a good one for us. But they also have apparently I'm trying to look up more details on it, but they have a pizza challenge there at Cowabunga. For if you finish the entire pizza in 20 minutes, you get the pizza for free, and apparently nobody's done it. So that's interesting. So if you're one of our listeners and you're out in the Chicagoland area, go check it out. I plan on checking it out myself. So
what's the size of this pizza?
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah.
Get us a sponsorship.
Right. The required taste what? The hell are these people? Oh man, but apparently it's a New York style, which makes sense.
Actually, that's the other thing I was just going to ask.
Yeah.
Tavern style or Chicago or
It's New York style, which that makes sense. So because I prefer tavern style, obviously, because it's the superior pizza.
It's a diagonal sandwich of pizzas. But
It is. It is. Yeah, I haven't. I need to check this place out though. It has a bunch of theme stuff, obviously for the turtles. It's one of those things. Dude, I'm a big ass kid.
Yeah,
It's one of those things.
we definitely got to check this.
Yeah.
place.
Required taste on the road.
I hold this stuff very close to my heart.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Mo for at least commenting on it. I mean, we're going to give you a little bit of grief for it, obviously. But, you know, I will also say this about Mo. He has been one of our supporters again from the jump.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, he's been on our Patreon for the jump, too. Like, the dude gives us actually a little bit extra money here and there, too. It's a lot of $2, $3 extra dollars.
Yeah,
so, again, shout out to Mo for keeping us afloat.
Hell yeah.
At least, you know, giving us some gas money for when we go to do things like going to Cowabunga Pizza to eat pizza as a podcast. It's good stuff.
I'm going to find a turtle backpack.
Oh, man. Dude. So speaking of, like, just segueing into, I think you did say you had a question that you wanted to start off with.
2.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, man.
Okay.
So the one's an obvious one.
Okay.
Who's your turtle?
Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah? I said Leo all day, me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But
Yeah, Raphael.
yeah, I mean, I got those are the 2 I guess I would.
Yeah. You know,
figure.
at first, for me, I thought it was Michelangelo.
Sure.
Just because he
I can
was
see that.
like the youngest kind of attitude, just a fucking goofball, and I was like, I relate to that. But
Sure.
then, like, as I'm like rewatching the movie, I was like, no, I way more relate to Raphael
Yep.
than I do anybody else. Just the Italian slapstick. Like, he's like the Italian fucking Ninja Turtle out of the whole group, and it's just hilarious
pretty good.
the whole
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
I dude, Ralph all day for me, and I think it's because he was always so just pissed off all the time,
Always mad.
And I mean, dude, I started I started taking anger management therapy when I was in, like, I think the 4th grade. So, like, growing up with Ralph as my role model was a great time, let me tell you. So that was part of it, and then obviously, like, the he was just a cool dude, man.
Yeah.
And growing up, my mom, who is, I think it's cool that she still does have this, because she'll put it up every Christmas and send me a picture of it. I have, since childhood, had a Raphael stocking for Christmas. And it's just his face and the stocking's right below it.
Hell yeah.
And that is still my stocking. So, like, my parents still, when they do the decorations of the house, they still put it up. And yeah, Ralph's my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you said Leo?
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see you liking Leo.
And why is that?
He holds it all together, you know. He's just the fucking the leader type of you know, he's not fucking off.
Yeah, no nonsense. No nonsense. No
Yeah,
nonsense.
That's true.
But he's not he's not the best at anything. He's just the right guy. That's why. Yeah, because Raph could take him in a fight, easy, easy. Donnie and Michelangelo together, probably.
Yeah.
And everything, and he's not in, because that's the thing. I was going to touch on this later, but that's the thing that I think was more appreciated back in the day was, you know, whoever your top guy is, didn't have all the skill or this or that. He was just a solid decision maker, well-rounded individual, you know, balanced, and you know, and you know, the guy that could put the pieces, you know, where they need to be, and you know, so on and so forth. And nowadays, you know, whoever the top dog is, and you know, whatever bullshit movie franchise you want to talk about, it's, you know, he's just the guy. Like, everybody else is there for setting decoration.
Yeah.
You know, the other characters, like, oh, it's really just his movie.
Yeah, I think it was cool because, like you said, nowadays when they make movies and there's like a group of characters, like there's like a very good-looking character. It's like the different characteristics why they are who they are. The Ninja Turtles were just fucking like badass, you know.
All of them, yeah.
Each one of them, unique
for sure.
individually.
Yeah, you needed all 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You needed all 4.
You needed all 4. And
Exactly.
that's something that's missing today.
Right. Even Shredder references it later in the movie too. But yeah, like, he's like, yeah, like, if you guys could have probably taken me.
Well, there's a few scenes in the movie when they're we'll get into it when we get there.
Sure. But
what's the other question you got?
Okay,
actually, before you get into that,
Please.
I just want to put this out there for the listeners. If you guys want to send us a comment on who you think we are turtle wise.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Who do you think our turtles are? We would love to hear from you. So yeah,
I will be interested to hear that. I'll be very interested to hear that. The second one, that one was obviously a gimme, but more important, growing up, what was your favorite Turtles toy?
Oh, that's an easy one for me. So you remember the ones that you could, the back popped up a little bit, and you can actually transform them between turtles, and that was my favorite one.
Yeah, I had that.
Yeah, I would probably say I had because that line of toys that they had with the movie, or not with the movie, or the first line of toys they came out with was it was Rocksteady and Bebop.
Oh yeah.
When they had those two characters.
Yeah.
Those were like some of my favorite action figures
Okay.
for Ninja Turtles, you know.
Okay.
Just because it was
Yeah.
a rhino.
Yeah. No,
and it was
right.
a fucking, you know.
Rhino and a warthog.
Warthog, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the those were my favorite. The Ninja Turtles with the shell busted open.
Yeah.
And you could like transform them. But yeah, Rocksteady and Heat
Okay.
Pipe, the little. And you know, back then, because like I collect old 90s toys and they're so small.
But back then they didn't seem like
back
it.
then
God,
they
no.
were these huge fucking like as big as like this fucking can, you know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean? Like
It's funny, man, because like you just mentioned, like about those toys, like just looking back, but the craftsmanship was still there though. Like they were smaller than we remember, but they were still really well made. And it's crazy because back to my mom actually has the tote with all my toys in it.
oh wow.
So again, growing up, and we've probably mentioned this on the podcast before, we grew up with not much. So all my toys fit into one tote. Like it's
Hell yeah.
all of them just in one. And I noticed it last time I was at their house, and I really want to bust that bad boy open and just bring it back with me.
Should. Absolutely should.
I'm thinking about it because there's some good stuff. There's some treasures in there. I had those toys,
Yeah.
and I'm sure they're still in there.
Yeah, because I had the turtle van.
Oh, you lucky son of a
Yeah,
bitch!
I had the turtle
dude.
Get
van.
out of my house,
Yeah.
That was easily my favorite.
you son of a bitch!
yeah.
That's the toy that we all. It was that and the fucking blimp.
Yeah,
The
yeah. I never had the blimp.
dude.
I never had the
Well,
blimp.
you had the damn
And,
van. Must be nice.
Well, and the Technodrome. Because they had, no, I didn't have it, but they, that was out there
Fucking
too.
rich motherfucker.
I didn't have the Technodrome.
Didn't know I was in the presence of royalty.
But you just reminded me of that. Yeah, they had that. I don't even remember if I ever saw that sold anywhere. I know it was out there, but I can't remember ever like holding a box for it.
Wiped off the shelves too.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
I remember like when being a kid, because like back then it was like Toys R Us, and it would be like you can get one toy, you know, and me and my brother would like fucking. It was like either Power Rangers or fucking Ninja Turtles. I didn't play with many Transformers when I was a kid. I don't know why.
I was all three.
But it was like mainly those two.
I appreciate Transformers later.
Or when this would have been later on when like Mortal Kombat started releasing some of their action figures and Street Fighter when they started releasing those guys. But like they only would have Leo and Donatello.
Yeah.
They would never have Michelangelo or Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Well, I think those were the big ones.
because those were like everybody's two favorites.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I had the one toy for Ralph, and that's about as far as that went for me. But that's okay though. You know, I enjoyed the shit out of it. And yeah, next time I go down and see my folks, I think I'm gonna go through that box and just bring it back with me.
Hell yeah.
And just start setting that up. Speaking of setting things up, we have actually gotten some submissions for the name for the pigeon. We want to get a couple more, so if you can, comment on the video wherever you're listening to us at, YouTube, Spotify. I don't know if Apple does comments or not. If you can't find a way to comment to us, just send us a DM. Let us know the pigeon name. We're still doing a free merch for that too. So whoever's name gets picked, we'll figure out a way to reach out to you and get you a free T-shirt. I want to make a new shirt just for the pigeon. So that's been on my goal. Been on my mind is how to do it. I'll figure it out. It's gonna happen though. But anyway, so yeah, like you guys want to dive into this bad boy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we're going to talk about pizza a lot, and I'm already hungry. So like, let's just get into it. So, anyways, if you couldn't tell by the title or the intros of this, we're going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today because we're big ass kids, and it's going to be fun.
The 35th year anniversary of the movie is coming out.
It's been 35 years
Wow.
since the movie came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this month. Or I'm sorry, next month.
No, it's next month.
they're bringing it back to theaters.
To the theater, yeah. We can do it. We can do a required taste outing for this.
We
I'm
gotta
down.
do that.
I'm down.
Dude.
I'm down. I'm
totally down.
I'm really.
Man.
My niece and nephew are here right now, and I'm bummed they're going to miss it by a week.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so I don't get to take my nephew to it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we got to
unfortunate.
do that
Yeah, required taste in the streets.
in theaters.
In theaters.
The required taste thing pops up on the screen.
Oh my god! Oh my god! We need a new shirt. That's the 5 of us, but the Mystery Science Theater.
Oh my god!
I like this idea.
The shadow, the
Yeah, the outline of them at the bottom and everything, just the 5 of us.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, that's pretty solid.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been talking about doing more movie reviews and not reviews, but movie histories, and we've done Star Wars twice now. If you haven't listened to those, go back and listen to those episodes. They're gold. For many reasons, those are just good episodes. But this, obviously, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's a hard thing to say. And we're going to be talking about Oh, good old speech impediments. Anyways, so we were talking about doing that. We're just before we recorded this, we're talking about doing like RoboCop. Judge Dredd, I think, was brought up as well. Just like a bunch of the movies and like how they were made. Any lore going before them, stuff like that. So if you guys want to hear more of that, send us a suggestion of a movie we should cover. It will definitely do that. That'd be it's just a fun episode, man. I mean, it's Sunday.
Yeah,
it's easy work. So let's get into this because again, I'm hungry. My girlfriend's downstairs. She's probably hungry, and we need to do this. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This movie, as Ben just mentioned, came out 35 years ago. March 30th of 1990. 35 years ago. Isn't this movie older than John?
Yep.
John was born in 92.
That's hilarious.
The cartoon's a year younger than you and I.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And whatever age DJ is, I'm never really sure.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
DJ's more of an idea.
More of a concept.
I might have a few social security cards.
Honestly, it's like when I found out what your actual name is. I'm like, what the hell is that? Anyways, so but going before that though, obviously the movie 1990s, we all remember that. But before that though was comic book, which actually came out in '84. So the comic book even predates us. We're not even that. We're not that old. So the comic book was actually published by Mirage Studios between the years of 1984 and 2014. It has then been switched over to IDW, which is where I've been getting them from. Like the current run is the Last Ronin comic book run. If you guys have ever heard about that,
yeah, I always
listeners,
see those out.
oh dude, it's so good,
so good,
it's so freaking good. So yeah, if you guys are interested, IDW's been publishing them. The Last Ronin. You can actually buy the trade or the compendium if you want to call it that of all the books. It's really really good. Highly recommend that. Moving on though, so this was created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing his last name right. So this all started due to a sketch that Kevin Eastman made while they were brainstorming their ideas. So
on the stereotypical napkin.
Exactly.
If I remember right.
It was
awesome.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, like so we could like think about the movie tropes. Like I'm gonna write this idea on a napkin. This is how this started. So dude, and it's funny because of why they did this. Because he was just making a joke.
Yeah,
like the irony of it all. So the original Ninja Turtle was literally a turtle holding a nunchaku.
Yep. Mikey was first.
Yep, Mikey was the first.
and he's a real sad looking turtle.
He was incredibly sad.
The first sketch. I think the next time then they kind of
they tried to
made him look a little cooler because
the first sketch of this.
Yeah, the first sketch it kind of looks like that turtle from Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Where they do the tortoise and hare race. Kind of looks like that turtle.
I agree with that. Yeah. They did it just out of irony. Like, isn't it kind of funny just to think? Like, this was their thought line of thinking at least was, isn't it just kind of funny? Like, oh, it's one of the slowest animals, but it's the ninja, so it's like really fast. Just the hilarity behind them. Like, actually, that's a good point.
The power of the human brain before the internet.
Man, the creativity that we've just lost. But anyways.
Is this the sketch?
Yes, that's it.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the second one, I think.
Oh, is it?
No, that's the first one. Never mind. The face.
Oh, okay.
The head, yeah. Oh, man. It's just fun to think about. So, one of the...
It's Horowitz the turtle.
It's good stuff. So the inspiration behind the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic book came actually from some of their favorite artists and writers. So it was the two of the big ones were Frank Miller and Jack Kirby. Obviously, Jack Kirby's infamous name. I mean, like Jack Kirby's been. I think we briefly mentioned him when we talked about the episode we did about Stan Lee. We briefly talked about Jack Kirby. But for those that aren't in the know, though, Jack Kirby, famously known for, of course, the Avengers. Black Panther was him. Fantastic Four. Like, if you think early Marvel, you're thinking about Kirby and all the things that he worked on. Frank Miller. I love Frank Miller just because of what he's been able to produce since growing up. He's mainly known for, think Daredevil, think Sin City, which they made a movie of. Think 300.
V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
V for Vendetta. Yeah, like those
Frank
are
Miller was
Frank
all
Miller.
the darker.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's
grittier
also
stuff.
known for hating everything of his that goes to film. Everything he talks shit about.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I enjoy him.
Same. Hey, God bless him.
Honestly, yeah, he was one of those dudes. I'm like, yes, this is a cool guy right here. But the inspirations was really cool about it when you actually like look into the comparisons between, especially Frank Miller's work and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you look at the origin story alone, like think about Daredevil. Daredevil was given his abilities and lost his eyesight because of toxic waste and an accident. Like a truck carrying toxic waste was hit. He was involved with this accident, lost his sight, but his other senses were heightened to the point of superhuman. All right, well, the Ninja Turtles, there was a toxic waste, guys with accidents,
And that was such an 80s and 90s thing too, though.
Well, yeah, toxic adventure, it's fine.
No, I'm glad you bring it up because I made a mental note about that when watching it. I was like, man, like the 90s really was just like everything. And I wonder, there's no way to prove this. There's no way to prove it. But I wonder how much Chernobyl affected the radioactive superheroes.
Oh, sure.
More or less.
I can see that having some effect. I mean, it's obviously years before, and I wonder if it had more effect on like maybe older Marvel.
Right. Well, and I guess, and by effect, I mean pushing it, out into,
Sure,
out into American media.
Now, is the story connected more than they just liked Daredevil? Like, is there an actual tie from that scene? Because
I'm sorry. Well, there's a lot of inspirations.
Yeah, they take inspiration from it.
I remember listening to this one YouTube video I was watching about it. They were talking about how Daredevil has the accident with the toxic waste falls off the truck. But then there's another part about a little boy that's carrying the four turtles thing that drops in the sewer. That's the same part of that scene from Daredevil.
And that was actually in the TV show Daredevil, I believe, or I refer to the movie Daredevil. I can't remember either of them that vividly.
I think it would have been a comic book scene from the Daredevil.
Well, because one happened before the other, so Daredevil came first.
Okay, so then it's not. Not okay. Then that was just a theory. Then I was.
I mean, they might have added like an Easter egg to the movie or like the TV show because I mean, like obviously Frank Miller is very well aware of the Turtles, and the similarities that they share. So there's a good chance that because they've had crossovers in comic books.
Okay, so they may have done it, but it's got nothing to do with the original. When they start. Okay,
for instance, Daredevil has the hand. That's why the Turtles have the foot.
Yeah, the hand and the foot, or
shit like that.
Then you have the Foot Clan, right? So the other one though is even their masters,
the gang of podiatrists.
Because you have Daredevil's master is Stick, and the Turtles' master is Splinter.
I was going to say that, and I thought I was going to get it wrong because Stick sounds a little too funny.
Yeah, because he's blind.
Okay.
It's a whole thing. But yeah, so that. Going back that far, I mean, the Turtles have been around since before we were even born, which is dope. Yeah. And obviously it gained popularity from there. I think you said you had some stuff you want to talk about the cartoon, because this leads directly into that. And the cartoon, I remember, I mean, I think we all watched the cartoon when we were kids. And
all the time.
They never made, how they make pizza look that good in the 90s?
Delicious.
I had the books.
Yeah,
and everything, and in the back it had like the Ninja Turtle pizza recipes and everything. I can feel the look in my hands.
Yeah,
to this day.
Little Caesars at one point in time when you would get a hot and ready, their pizza would remind me of the Ninja Turtles pizza.
Dude, when it's gooey like that, man, that's when you know it's going to be smacking, dude. It's so good.
Slaps, dude.
But,
so good.
Yeah, so the animated cartoon series that took place in '87. As the comics gained popularity, Playmates Toys expressed interest in licensing action figures, but only if there was a kid-friendly TV show to promote them. The irony of this being in the day and age of the Transformers.
See, like back then, it's like that was like because we kind of briefly mentioned it before, like the golden era of like action figures, because everybody was trying to make money off animated
Every
series.
show was a commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was like, okay, now that we can do this like industrial plastic mold of whatever the fuck we want, so let's make toys.
We have all the power.
Literally.
We have the molding machine.
And literally they just have the template for anything they want based on cartoons. So like Ninja Turtles was like now it's a great idea, but back then that was a hard fucking sell.
Oh, absolutely.
For somebody to try to convince like we have these turtles that are ninjas.
Yeah. I mean, wait until we talk. I mean, hopefully we don't forget to, but wait until we talk about how hard of a sell the movie was.
Yeah.
Like, it's
But that's kind of how the process went because, Ninja Turtles went from being successful with the comic books and then they get to a point where they're like, okay, let's make action figures, and Playmate buys it, and says we're going to make these action figures, and Playmate's just coming up too because they're, like I said, we're just about to hit the golden era of action figures, which is like late 80s.
Absolutely.
To 93, something like that,
Yeah.
And this is all a buildup because this is where like Ninja Turtle starts to make fucking money when they actually produce and start selling fucking toys.
So it started as a miniseries in 87 and then it expanded into a series in 88.
Ooh.
So just
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah, that
there's
happens
money
real
to be
quick.
had.
Yeah, that fucking.
Oh yeah, dude. Like you said, everything back then was a commercial. Like everything was a commercial.
I'm not even necessarily talking shit about it.
I'm not mad about it.
Like I'm not. It might sound like I'm saying that in an ill way, and you can argue about it, but
Argue with your mama.
yeah, like just like I got my toys. I had my van. I had my turtles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm happy about it.
Exactly.
As kids, for us, that's like, keep them pumping.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
keep coming out with shit.
you
We're
But the key changes from the comics. This is where they got their bandana colors.
Okay.
Was the cartoon because in the comic
The comics were black and white.
Yeah, and I think they were all, even though they're black and white, the bandanas are all red.
Yeah, well,
Like it's written
yeah.
that they're red.
Yeah, again, like going with the Frank Miller inspiration, if you remember, like Sin City, very minimalist, very black and white, but a few things, but red was one of the colors that they used.
Oh, okay.
So, like, that was still true for the comic books, too. Like that was very... Being a black and white comic, of course, saved them a lot of money.
Sure.
But it also went in line with them still taking inspiration from Frank Miller.
That reminded me of
But also, while you're looking for that, I wanted to bring up, too, crossover-wise, there was a crossover with Daredevil. More recently, they did a crossover with Batman.
yes, and that's fantastic. It's I watched it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
They did a crossover with the Power Rangers when they had that live action TV show. I just remembered that.
Nice.
Yeah. Which the live action TV show is not good. But
It was not good.
no. But going back for a second,
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
with help from a $1,000 tax refund and a loan from Eastman's uncle, they launched the first issue and quickly sold out.
Yep.
The first print run was 3,000 copies.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what started. $1,000 in a loan is
That's
what
solid.
started
Yeah.
this.
Because I think that was another part of the hard sell for them was that they had these characters that also had these really long fucking names that a lot of like buyers were like, kids aren't gonna fucking buy a toy from a kid, Leonardo and Donatello that are named after like these historical artists. you
Right.
know? But it worked,
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't pronounce it completely, but we fucking knew what the fuck we were talking about.
Leo, Mikey.
Say,
Yeah, Donnie,
Raphael would always fuck me up because I would want to say Ralph.
Yeah.
And everything, because I only knew Ralph, and everything. So yeah, that was the one that would screw me up. But Michelangelo and Leonardo and Donatello, like those, I don't know, those I felt like those were the ones I'd already heard in school plenty. Raphael, not so much.
Yeah. No, it's kind of cool. Just like nobody was really fucking with them until they just started making shit on their own. Instead of going to bigger companies to like do this or that, they had to go like backdoor to like this Japanese company or this Canadian.
Just
printer or whatever.
whoa, wait, where are you going? Where are you going? Like, we got money to make here too. So this is where all the catchphrases came from. Cowabunga, Heroes in the Half Shell, blah blah blah. Series ran for 10 seasons, 87 to 96, and sparked a massive toy boom, video games, clothing, food tie-ins. This is where you had things that you don't see in the movie. Well, the early movies, Krang, Bebop and Rocksteady, so on and so forth. So that's my very brief wrap up on the 87.
Sure.
Yeah,
cartoon,
like
just so we can talk about 87, so we can say why the 90s movie happened.
Yeah, we can kind of briefly touch on that too. Why maybe you would think like Ninja Turtles, the movie is in New York, but some of them have a fucking very surfer California accents. Those are all just inspirations from the guys who wrote it. Like, I forgot the surfer character's name in that movie Ridgemont High. Spicoli, yeah.
I pulled that out of somewhere.
Spicoli. I'm so glad you did, because that was one of the like the inspiration for Michelangelo.
I think
like
I've seen that movie twice.
His whole persona that is like comes from, because that was one of the writer's like favorite movies at the time.
I could see that though.
Yeah,
I could 100% see that.
Yeah, which is why you would have these New York sewer turtles going cowabunga, dude.
I don't know why, but that sounded like a slur. You New York sewer turtles.
I'm not touching that.
That's another idea I've had of pulling things from the podcast that aren't racist but sound racist.
You should. I love it.
We've all had one. All right, that's the funny part.
So the movie was directed by Steve Barron. I didn't know a whole lot about him until doing a little research for this. He was real good buddies with Jim Henson, apparently.
Sure.
And well, this movie got made with those suits as a favor from Henson to Barron because of a previous work that they did together.
Okay.
On a movie that is escaping me at the moment. Because Jim Henson, not to go ahead, but Jim Henson signed on to it, but then also didn't like, it's comical by today's standards, but didn't like the violence, his puppets being used in such a quote unquote violent production, and which again is hilarious looking through it in today's terms.
And actually, just to add some clarity to that too, Jim Henson, for those that don't know the name off the top of their head, he was the one who did the puppets for the puppets for the Muppets, Muppet puppets,
and almost everything else.
And honestly,
at the day and age, I mean, he was in Star Wars, he was in this, he was in that. You know, the Creature Shop was in everything.
Creature Shop was everything. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, budget was $13.5 million. Box office globally, 202. And it's going to make some more next month.
Oh yeah, it is. It is because like the only movie that came out because it held the box office crown for quite some time.
Yeah,
the Blair Witch Project was what actually took it out, took over
for independent film.
Right.
Yeah, for the how do you. The best performing, or
it was the highest grossing.
Or there you go. There you go.
The highest grossing independent film, because at the time the Turtles were an independent film. So
that's ever. And then the Blair Witch was the only one to unseat it.
At first, like when they started making the movie, though, the budget was only like $3 million. They were like, because they couldn't get this film made from major film companies, so they ended up going to Golden Harvest, which was this Japanese company. And that's when they originally get this budget of $3 million. They just so happened to be really lucky to get connected with this music video director who was making like music videos for Michael Jackson. Like he was responsible for Billie Jean. He was a British music director. And they had him as part of doing like some of the cinematics in the movie. And then the screenwriter Todd W. Langdon, who did a lot of like the comic books from Mirage that turned comic books into movies. He was responsible for directing a lot of those. So they had like two of the top guys like on this movie. So $3 million turned into $6 million. And then $6 million turned into like $10 million, and then $10 million turned into what inevitably being $13.5 million. To make the movie.
And even before all that, we're doing this in a fucked up order. But even before that, it just reminded me. They wanted to use 4 comedians. Did you see that? With shells on them? That was going to be the Ninja Turtles.
That's amazing.
I'm not kidding. I saw this in 3 different sources. Gallagher, Sam Kinison, Billy Crystal, and Bobcat Goldthwait, or however you pronounce his last name.
Oh my God! Those
were going to be the 4 Ninja Turtles that were going to throw them in some sort of way shittier suits, of course, like Spirit Halloween.
Billy Crystal is definitely Michelangelo. I'm guessing right off the top of my head, little squirrely fuck.
Yeah.
Sam Kinison is probably Donatello. He's more of like he's like
I would have thought Raph.
I think like maybe the brute force, you know.
I would think Raph. He's huge.
If that's the case, then
I guess
huge. And then he was the one who was like
who else was there?
Bobcat. I would think him, Mikey.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's a tough
Billy
one.
Crystal would be Donatello.
I'd have to think about that now.
But yeah, so that was almost the Ninja Turtles.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
it is.
I love that so
Imagine
much.
that on your lunchbox.
No, I don't like that.
So, while we're on like facts and whatnot, I did not know this until this weekend. a huge amount of it was like the majority of it was filmed in North Carolina. And a lot of the photography and everything was done in New York, and what they needed to do in New York for backdrops and this that, and the other. But the farmhouse has North Carolina and everything. But even Shredder's Lair, this is interesting. Shredder's Lair is an abandoned concrete or was at least an abandoned concrete plant down in North Carolina. But what I never noticed was it's actually also Dino City for the Mario Brothers movie.
Wow.
Yeah. And
that makes way too much sense.
Holy shit.
That makes infinitely too much sense.
And it's in The Crow. It's the club in The Crow. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, just learned that this weekend, and that's
amazing. That's like I got to go there. I got to check this place out.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's still standing. North Carolina brought them down because they owned a defunct movie studio that was down there. So it was government land and everything. So it was a whole it's I don't know. It might be the reason the movie got made because I imagine there were some cost savings that happened.
Oh, sure.
Because they were able to use that lot. North Carolina wanted them.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, I think at some point somebody said Wilmington. So somewhere in that area, or at least part of it was. But yeah, so I mean that's kind of my facts and figures for the movie.
Well, I'm about to say I have some more to add to the movie, just like random facts for the movie and whatnot, because there's one that we mentioned earlier that he didn't know about that we found out yesterday too, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll do this now,
Yeah, we might as well knock things out now, then we can get into the movie itself. So our boy, Robin Williams, actually had involvement with the movie. Now, this was news to me, and I had to verify this by several sources.
Brand new.
So he actually shared his comic book collection with Judith, the actress that played April O'Neil, so that she actually knew how to portray the character properly.
Wow.
Well, and the version of events I saw was it was only her second movie. They were playing together on Cadillac Man, which I'm going to have to watch that because I've never heard of the movie. And I guess they're having a conversation, and she was, what's your second movie? What are you working on? And she had the attitude, the way it's written, she had the attitude of, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just kind of, doing what she can to have a career and everything. And and I can imagine it being Robin Williams is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, kind of thing, and like, you're April. And everything took her back, showed her the comics and everything, got her all jazzed up.
That's awesome
for the role.
She just didn't understand the role.
Well, she thought it was a dead end role.
That makes because she's getting in this role. She's like, who's your co-star? Like a fucking turtle? I don't know.
4 of them.
Yeah,
4 of them.
Who knows? I don't know. Like I don't know what I'm doing.
Right?
Probably a lot of B-rated horror movies getting made back then. She probably just thought it was like,
dude.
Absolutely. She's probably excited that she got to keep her shirt on.
Yeah, I'm either gonna get killed or there's gonna be a weird
era.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're a no named actor, and you're going into this movie
in a creature movie.
Yeah, there's a 9 times out of 10 chance you're gonna take your shirt off. We're seeing some boob. But we didn't. Unfortunate.
Wasn't it worse like an April O'Neil?
I am with you.
Yeah.
Oh man. So also because of how the movie again was shot, the director Steve Barron wanted a mix of like the comic book grit, because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic books have always been dark and violent, and like even the newer ones that with IDW have always been a bit of more of adult tone to them.
It's like they're violent. It's like learning about The Mask.
Yes,
the movie compared to the source material.
Yeah, The Mask is So. But that actually ended up inspiring the Batman movies. Batman and Ghostbuster took inspiration from the how this movie was done. Which makes a lot of sense when you look at how those movies were shot.
Yeah.
Batman, Ghostbusters, and then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was first. Like, they all have a very similar feel to them.
Yeah,
which was cool.
The comic was first?
No, I'm talking about the movies.
I thought Batman was 89.
Which Batman are we talking about?
Michael Keaton.
Wasn't the next Batman right after this?
Oh, you're saying Batman Returns.
Returns, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that just had his 30-year anniversary.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually.
Okay, Batman Returns. That makes more. Yeah, because that was like 92.
My knees are creaking.
Yep. Why do I know that was 92?
It's okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about
I
it.
want to go home.
It's okay. So anyways,
Sometimes I hate my brain.
so you guys want to dive into this movie?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know
Please.
who wants to start this bad one. I have some things I want to interject in here about the movie. So I don't know who wants to take the lead on that one. But I have thoughts.
Yeah. I don't even know how to climb this mountain.
I have Ben opinions.
Oh,
I was watching it.
I'm intrigued.
And I'm like, I have opinions about this. So I want to. I'm not starting off from the beginning of the movie, but this is in order at least. So I'm not sure if you guys wanted to go from the beginning of the movie or not. But
I mean, we can dance around.
all right,
Star Wars wasn't structured.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's very fair. All right. So first and foremost, and I know it's New York, and New York's weird as fuck, and has been from then till now. Still very strange.
Yes.
But nobody batted an eye at a fucking giant turtle in a trench coat.
No,
Nah,
not
not
one.
one.
Like
Not
this
one.
dude went to the fucking movies to go watch. I forgot what the movie
Critters.
was. Critters, yeah. Go watch Critters.
Yeah, well,
which
he talks
ironic.
shit about it as soon as he leaves.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
okay.
That actually, and that was supposed to be the Batman logo, and where he was, what was it? I just learned it today, where he was going to come out and say, "Cool car, stupid costume."
that would have made it so much better.
Oh, it would have. But I'm sorry that just popped in my head.
So
Continue.
much better. But yeah, my beef with this is this. All right, so this dude had to walk up to a counter, to a window, because this is the fucking 80s.
Yeah, the little kiosk.
You have to walk up to the kiosk, face to face with somebody to buy a movie ticket. How the hell did he get away with
Yeah,
that?
you got 3 fingers.
And then,
Right.
that's the part.
At some point, she's got to be like, all right, like,
Like, is that
What's going on
And I know, like, people in New York might have a habit of minding their own business, which I respect that.
But it's not the
But like,
smartphone.
there's a level of this.
And I thought about it too. Ironically, I thought about it too, and I'm thinking like this movie really does belong. It belongs where it belongs, but people's attitude in that fictional New York City belong in the smartphone generation, where their heads are always down.
yeah. See, I think back then it was probably really common if a guy in a trench coat showed up, he was probably going to rob you or shoot somebody. So she was probably just like, as you were.
This is true. This is true.
Don't even want no part of what you got with that, whatever's under that trench coat.
Fair enough. Yeah. Like a serial flasher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It's just a turtle shell.
Want to see Michelle? One of my favorite things. And again, we'll just go all over the place. One of my favorite things about the movie is how balanced it is for families. Okay, now would I prefer a more adult, movie? Absolutely, but because even maybe not that age, but I mean, I loved Terminator when I was a kid. So, but anyway, I do love the balance, and specifically, and I'm curious if you're gonna remember it, if you picked up on it the same way, or your opinion. I'm curious to hear what you have to say. But the music. So in 2 specific instances, during fights where the music changes and it's like, okay, we had the fun fight for the kids. Now there's stakes. And
I didn't notice that.
In the apartment fight and everything. So, Raph gets thrown through the window, this and the other, California roll, blah, 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 blah. This, that, and the other. It's all fun and dandy and everything. But then when that second push and they start running in and Casey Jones is there and the music changes. Now everything's on fire. Everything is serious. The mood changes
It's
immediately.
second wave music.
But then it happens again at the end of the movie when it's they're chasing the Foot Clan out and everything out of the sewer, and it's all good and fun and this, that, and the other. They're doing puns and quips and everything else.
Yeah.
And everything, and then the Shredder shows up, and it's still fun for a little bit, and then at a moment's notice where they think Splinter might have died, there's stakes. The music changes again, and it gets super serious. And it's funny because growing up, the second set of music, or the second set of songs, however you want to look at, that's how I remember the entirety of those scenes. I didn't remember them being so kind of like fun at the beginning. I remembered the serious part.
Yeah, see, my theory on that is like, and I think probably a lot of video games took inspiration from movies, or I don't know exactly which way it would have went, but that's like when you knew like especially in a video game, you knew the game was about to get really hard.
Yeah,
absolutely.
When the music changed.
Oh, dude, fucking boss music.
Yeah. So I feel like that's something that got like adopted from movies because that was a way of transforming the feel of everything without saying anything.
Yeah, I could see that.
They were just
I could see
subliminally
that.
like completely shifted the mode to be like, okay, it's about to be like do or die now.
Right.
You know, and so the same principle is to video games when you're playing a level and then the first wave comes, second wave, and then fucking Shredder busts through the window and your health is all the way fucking down already. You know, and everything's burning, and now the music's like fucking.
Well, wax my shell.
There was a turtle wax scene.
There was.
That was hilarious.
But yeah, it's interesting because I didn't notice that either until I was rewatching it. I haven't watched the movie in years. You know, I was rewatching it the other day, and I did notice that, and that's a movie trick in video games too, where music will be able to change your mood, especially because of music that's fights on the brain. Yeah. So that's great how they were able to use that. And there's been so many good examples of that. We can cover that in another podcast, of course. But yeah, the quippiness, the campiness of it. I mean, it's the fucking 80s, dude. Like a lot of this is just so campy. Like the turtle wax joke. It was like, do you need
she wants
some
ointment because he's rubbing his shoulder.
Yeah.
She's like,
Well,
ointment?
let's talk about that for a second.
Okay, I want to get there.
Down.
I want to get there, but I want to start fucking.
No, by all means, it just fucking reminded me. So
I do have something on that too, because fucking
back
Casey Jones.
It's such a trope. It's such a movie trope of the 80s too. It's like dickhead man meets really smart woman, and then somehow they get together.
Yeah.
Which
I want to live in a New York City. Shifting gears, I want to live in the New York City where the reporters are actually like, taking the torches to the public figures and everything, like in the beginning,
actually doing their jobs.
Oh my god, this is awesome! This is what Hollywood told me life would be like. I was lied to.
Lies they tell. But I'm sorry, Deej, you're going to say what do you want to go back to the beginning? Because I have some stuff in the beginning too. Still,
yeah, because we'll just kind of somewhat keep it in order. So it's kind of weird. Nobody notices fucking Raphael in the movies, all right? And then he leaves the movie and then inevitably runs into Casey Jones, our first like fucking side character, which is like almost everybody's favorite like character. If everyone when you ask most people about Ninja Turtles, like everybody loves Casey Jones just because he was cool. And he was human. Cool. You could relate to him the most. You know, and he had a fuking hockey stick.
Yeah, he showed up in a hockey mask in the middle of a park at the middle of the night. Who couldn't relate?
Yeah.
Exactly.
With a bag of sticks.
And there's
all sorts.
There's an exchange with him, and I don't know if it's him and Leo or him and Donatello when they're starting the truck later in the movie, and they just go back.
Oh, the alphabetical.
With name calling.
Yeah, but it's alphabetical.
Is it really? I did not notice that.
Yeah, because they start on the scene starts on Z, so they just finished that, and they're going through A and B and C, and then at some point down, what are we on? G.
Whatever. They had some,
so they're going.
It was Donatello, by the way.
Movies used to be so fucking smart.
They had some good reps. So the thing that's happening in the midst of they're showing all this, they're kind of like showing how the foot ninjas operate. They're showing all of these robberies going up, and the news reports are like, robberies are up. They're stealing anything, and it's literally like an old lady with like a fucking like a shoe box. There's nothing in the box, and it gets pulled up by a fucking string. Like everybody's just getting robbed out of nowhere.
I like the lady on the fire escape.
She's knitting.
Yeah, she's knitting. Turns for a second, and then she's like,
if you watch the scene
she
over,
stood up like Eddie Murphy in the Nutty Professor wearing a dress. Like,
if you watch the scene over, you can see the string that's tied to the box, and you can see it pull it up from the corner.
Yeah.
Like, it's so fucking stupid.
Jeez.
But they're building up like the intro to the bad guys.
Right.
But like it's kind of fucking weird because you find out that the foot ninjas are just kids.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well.
Not all of them, but
not all.
For the most part.
It's like the mob. It's like the mob. Very much like the mob.
There's levels.
The guys in the suits are your made guys, and I mean they're definitely young, but they're young men, and then you have the unmasked ones that they're kids.
Yeah.
Just
running around fucking robbing everybody.
Shredder is an African warlord. He has child soldiers.
He's absolutely doing some child.
And somehow did not get killed by one of them. That's history. Actually happened. Look it up.
Yeah.
Anyways. Oh man. But yeah, like the Foot Clan, that actually part. I remember like being a kid watching, like, oh man, that's fucking cool, man. They got arcade games. They're skateboarding indoors.
Yeah.
Who skateboards indoors?
Yeah,
Cigars?
really.
That fucking kid is smoking a cigar, playing pool.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
the fucking kid who looks like he works in like a factory in fucking Bangkok or some shit, and he's obviously done this before.
And and apparently the theory is, I just remember this. The theory is that is supposed. I never saw Pinocchio the movie. But there's some Paradise Island or
you talking about the Lost Boys?
No, it was the Pinocchio Disney movie.
Oh, Pinocchio. I'm sorry, I thought you said Peter Pan. My bad.
Oh no. And apparently that scene is shockingly similar to the Pinocchio movie and everything. Where I don't know where like, when Pinocchio runs away from Geppetto, and it's where all these other runaways are. It had a name.
I'm picking it up.
It escapes me at the moment. And everything, but that exact thing, like the kids walking around with a cigar, and there's gambling going on, and this and the other.
That's the first introduction to Sam Rockwell in that movie. When
regular or menthol?
Yeah. But he's like, you could do whatever you want. The kid's like, give me a cigarette.
You got any cigarettes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about Pinocchio runs to the land of toys or the Pleasure Island.
It has the Epstein weird video that they played.
Let's go with the Land of Toys because that's
yes,
that's less of an issue.
Yes,
yeah, they did the Epstein reference video on that thing before. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't know if there's anything you want to get to before we get to this hilarious fucking scene. They kind of introduce loosely all of like some of the main characters. They introduce April and then her son Danny.
Well, that was her boss's son.
Her boss's son. That's right.
Yeah.
And they kind of introduce like what she does, the menace that she causes, like the common police chief. That looks like a Ninja Turtle himself.
I love the fact that he yells at O'Neill to get in there like she works there. Like, that was one of my takeaways. It's like, oh my God, watching it as an adult now. Oh, get in here. Get fucked. Work for you.
It'll fucking work for you.
Right.
But anyway, continue.
I love 90s movies like this. I love the way it is because my favorite thing is like when you have distinct different characters.
Yeah.
And they just have like their own trope about them. Casey Jones was his own thing. Nobody was like Casey Jones. April was this bubbly, kind of stupid but persistent fucking news journalist, and then they kind of introduced the Turtles at this point,
I wouldn't describe April as stupid or bubbly, really. Like, she has, I guess, like some joy to her, I suppose. But I guess if somebody's happy, that might come off as bubbly. But
I guess bubbly. I don't want to say stupid.
To DJ, it's bubbly.
But yeah, like April O'Neil was incredibly intelligent. Like, her intelligence showed through in that movie very well. Because like she knew what she was looking for. She knew how to attack the police chief. She knew that some shit was going down, even though that the police chief didn't admit any of it.
Yeah.
So like
stupid
she
doesn't
was
apply, but I would say persistent and feisty.
There we go. Yeah, now that I can agree with. Yeah, because like she was a very strong female character, actually.
Unless there's a rat.
For that time frame.
Unless there's a rat.
Unless there is a rat.
Yeah, there's
unless it can talk, then it might be okay.
There's definitely a few snes that prove that.
Yeah, so
sure.
Actually moving forward with the movie though, like when they're at her apartment and they're like the boss comes and they're hiding in the apartment everywhere and shit. I'm like, all right, dude. Like, I know it's a movie, but how the fuck did these big fucking turtles?
He's hiding on the top.
That's my favorite part, though. Not of the movie, but of that whole scene. That is my favorite part. Donatello just.
So,
sorry.
My favorite scene of the whole fucking movie is basically before they get to the apartment, how April meets the Ninja Turtles. April obviously is pissing everybody off. She goes to the subway to go home, and she gets approached by the Foot Ninjas.
It is Foot Clan, by the way.
The Foot Clan, yeah. The Foot Clan.
The first 4 times I was willing to let it go.
I don't respect them.
Now it's just annoying me.
And it's so this is my thing about the Foot Clan, right? The guy approaches April with a very thick Asian accent.
Yeah.
And then when you see his hand pop out, it's a white dude. It's a fucking white dude.
It's one of the turtles.
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, he's actually he doubles as I think it's Leo's character.
No, Leo's character is the guy that's behind Tatsu. Later on, this is either Mikey or Donnie.
Oh, so there's more than one that does it.
No, every one of them do, actually.
All four of
But
them.
I
Yeah,
thought
all
it
four
was
of them
fucking.
appear.
I just thought it was fucking hilarious that it was like this white dude's hand that showed up, and he's like, "We have a message for you," and she looks at his fucking hand, and he just slaps the fuck out of her.
He does.
See,
That's the message.
See,
That's it.
me personally,
She says, "Shut it," and then he fucking slaps her.
the part in that scene I liked a little bit more was, what, am I late on my Sony payments?
Yeah. That's like the subtle racism. It's fine. It's fine.
That's what I
It's
mean.
all
The
fine.
90s slights back then was like so fucking hilarious because nobody cared.
Nobody gave a shit.
No, nobody cared. Nobody cared.
Yeah, it's good.
But that was
It was all in humor.
And without a second, like, she wasn't scared or anything. She was just like, all right, let's get it. She fucking
Right.
gets her bag ready and starts swinging on these motherfuckers.
Well, she has
Right.
Raph's side first.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
She reaches for the side.
and
that
then it
that
gets
Raph
kicked
drops.
out of her hand, and then she starts going to town with the purse.
Yes, yes.
And everything, and then Raph. And I do love the way that he's introduced into that scene with just the camera just going berserk.
Yeah.
And I appreciate, like, honestly, as an adult, I appreciate Raph's anger so much more watching it as an adult. And can we talk about the fact, I'm jumping a little bit, but while I'm on his anger, Splinter is a better movie for movie, not lore, but movie for movie. Splinter is a better Yoda than Yoda.
yes.
I like that.
Like,
100%.
like if you compare him to the prequel Yoda of, just push down your emotions,
Right.
Yeah.
to Anakin and
The
everything.
end of
like,
the movie is what I was like, oh, yeah. This
yeah, like,
dude's
dude,
fucking.
oh my god, I love Splinter after like rewatching the show and everything. Like that is a father figure. That is,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
and everything, and yeah, I just appreciate it on this side of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
and whatnot. But anyway, but yeah,
Yeah.
when he goes just running in and
Yeah. So Raphael puts hands on all the clan,
Yes.
puts hands on feet.
with a C.
And then he grabs April and takes him back to his lair, which was like, for Splinter, is like, what the fuck you doing? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And this is probably why April was always scared of Splinter, because she woke up to fucking Splinter hovering over her. Sweaty fucking mouth. He looks like he has fucking rabies or something
He
like
might.
that.
But honestly,
It's fine.
that's one of the best parts though of of all the costume design and everything was whoever decided to spritz everybody with water and
constant
everything.
sweat because of the sewer.
The turtles are even in the apartment. The turtles are sweating.
Yeah, yeah.
When Splinter is a prisoner, his eyes are all moist and screwed up and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And everything, like, these things look real.
Real as fuck.
They look real. And also, before I forget,
Yeah.
Splinter was voiced by Elmo. But continue.
I could never watch some of these movies the same after that YouTube series came out and the dude did the voiceovers over, like, he did all of the Ninja Turtle movies in like 5 minutes apiece.
Yeah.
And it just like, because like every time I watch it now, I just hear all of that in my fucking head. But of course, April is going to be fucking terrified of rats after this point,
Yeah.
because she
You're
saw
also
that.
in a sewer. It's not a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having a bad day, really.
It's, like,
I found out ninjas still exist.
I love how she's breaking it down. She was like,
I know the turtle didn't grab my purse.
she's like, am I visualizing this? Am I high? Like, did I?
Am I having a
forget?
dream?
Like, is
Well,
she
she
dreaming?
even says, I'm dead.
Yeah, she's like, okay, death.
Yeah,
This
like, I'm
is
dead,
definitely
I'm dead.
death.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Also, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
We were talking about the apartment fight. I like how she got fired, and they made a point to make sure that we all knew it.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was they went overboard on that.
It's fine.
They really did.
Like, not only did your family's business burn down, your house burned down, and you lost your job.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
All of your knickknacks.
Yeah, and then Casey Jones hammers it in like one last time. At the end.
So, yeah,
know.
you got fired. That's right.
Save yourself a round trip. Save myself. But so there's that 1 Foot Clan soldier that follows them to their lair. That's how they find out where they are. Which I still don't fully. I still don't fully know if I like the Foot Clan costume or if I don't. And it's the eyes, the mesh.
Oh, the mesh.
the mesh eye
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I still don't like.
Looks like a bug.
Yeah, I appreciate the idea.
Well, the
and everything.
cartoon,
like they stand out from every other
sure.
ninja, costume in media or
Sure.
in cinema and everything. So I mean, that's cool. I've never come fully around on do I like this or not.
Yeah.
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 We're kind of at this point now in the movie where like April is like comfortable with the Ninja Turtles. They are now part of her, ecosystem that she's
Right.
coming home.
They're
to them.
doing Rocky impersonations and
they're all-
Baggy
Yeah,
impersonations.
they're all
They
trying
do.
to fuck April.
Yes.
Every
Yes.
one of these Ninja Turtles is like, as soon as she
Well,
walks
do you
away,
remember the
they're like,
teenager part of the title?
Yeah, and I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that, man. Like, these are teenagers, and she is hot.
they're like
Yeah.
constantly at all, like every time they're like, yeah,
She called me Mikey.
sweet.
And I mean, dude, I'm a grown-ass adult, and I still think she's a good-looking actress.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Can't be helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, they nailed it.
Yeah, 100%. They have since changed April O'Neil, and that's a conversation for another day. They made her frumpy. Anyways, one of the things I wanted to bring up too, just because I just have random clips in here that just stuck out to me. They made a joke about Wheel of Fortune, and that reminded me of how old Vanna White actually is.
Oh my
Because they do a Wheel of Fortune attack.
He's doing the spit on
Yeah,
the floor.
exactly. And
During
Vanna White.
the fire.
That's right.
Yes.
Wow, that's such a fucking old reference.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, dude, she just retired a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like, she was doing
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune for that long.
Yeah.
She was also hot for that long.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
I'm saying like Hollywood. Like, yeah.
Oh, fair enough. You're right. Yeah, you can afford that shit.
You
That's
got
true.
access to shit.
That is true. That is very true. But anyways, yeah. So Wheel of Fortune attack that stuck out to me. Just wanted to put that out there. I feel like we needed to bring that up.
Yeah.
Also, Ninja Vanish.
Oh my.
Tatsu is one of my favorites.
Really?
Honestly, just her.
There's so much I have to say about Tatsu.
He's got 3 fucking lines, and he's dubbed over. I didn't know that until this weekend.
I noticed it.
They dubbed him and the Shredder,
And the Shredder.
over.
Yep.
There's a lot I got to say about
Nobody's saying.
Tatsu.
I'm sorry. Raphael he's the only one of the turtles where the in-suit actor is also the voice. Everybody else is dubbed over.
God damn it.
Yeah.
So we got to mention, you talked about the foot soldier that, this is Danny. This is the kid. The redheaded kid.
No. He doesn't. He never gets the suit. This is just some random Foot Clan member.
But there's the scene where Danny, they're looking for the turtles, and Danny was like,
He snitches, yes.
he snitches.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets them. Yeah,
that's
he
later
gets
on.
them over. And this is what fucked me up about the
think.
Foot Clan, because I was like, it's just a bunch of Dannys. You fucking losers. You little hoe
You
ass
Dannys.
bitch.
Some new Nancy.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the whole time. So that interaction was weird too, because basically this guy is announcing to all of these kids this is a cult. You are
very
now
much so.
in my cult.
Very much so. And the I'm your father thing was very
Yeah.
on the nose.
Tatsu over here is gonna beat your ass individually, one by one, until we see fit.
Well,
Until Tatsu gets Tatsu.
Until Tatsu gets tired.
by he gets taken out by a fucking golf club.
Until you guys figure out when we're in a gang and we don't do one by one fucking combat. What's going on here?
Right.
That was making me so bad.
Yeah, that's
that whole process right there. Because Tatsu, honestly, the times he did get knocked out, I was like, that's it.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's
he
it?
got golf clubbed.
That was all it took.
That's
Well,
it.
that's how it goes.
That's it.
That's how it goes. He's all show.
He's all
He's
show.
all show. He's,
All show and all
he's
in
fronting
grunts.
for kids.
Well, yeah. We'll get into that in a second because, and all of this, the fun stuff happens. They find out, about April's place, burn all that stuff down. They get Shredder.
Splinter first.
Splinter. I'm
So,
sorry. I
yeah,
said
the-
Shredder. Splinter. Yeah.
yeah,
they get Splinter.
Yeah, Foot Clan follows them. Then they go to April's
Yeah, they have to go to
place
April's.
because they're doing, they're hanging out. They come back. Splinter's gone.
Splinter's gone.
The place is trashed. Then they go back to April's.
And there's the scene where basically Shredder's going up to Splinter and he's like, where's the fucking turtles, And Splinter's not saying nothing. He's like, all
Because
right.
he ain't no snitch.
Yeah, he ain't a fucking snitch. He's like, all right.
I may be a rat, but that don't mean I'm going to rat.
There it is.
Legit.
That's the joke we needed to make today.
And basically Shredder's like, all right, well, fuck you and hang here and die. And then he walks past Tatsu and just quickly fucking glances over at him, doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Just stares at him. And you can see all the fear and touch. It's one of the funniest fucking scenes ever in my life. But you knew from right then and there, like, he's a bitch. Mm-hmm. He doesn't, you know, it's all show. That's all that is right
So
there,
also another point that I had about this damn house, I forgot I had another thing about the April's home at the antique store. Why did the antique shop have a trap door? And where did it go?
Oh, so actually, I think there's a deleted scene where they're coming out of some sort of cellar door.
Okay.
So there's probably a chute.
There was
for
the guy
something, I
that
bet.
a couple years ago that was talking about there's Jews in the basement in New York. Remember that?
We have referenced that on this podcast so many times.
We have.
Like, I have Teenage Mutant Ninja.
I literally said Teenage Mutant Ninja Jews.
and that, by the way, is why that's been on our, like, written down in our list of things for so many years.
We're back.
Like,
Yes.
Like, we said that joke like year one of this podcast.
It was a Reinhard Heydrich episode.
That's right.
That I said it because I just started laughing. I started laughing uncontrollably because I forgot about it. I went, oh yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Jews.
Yep.
And Frank with nunchucks.
Oh, God.
And now we're back. And that came full circle right there.
I cannot, because that was one I just learned about today, so I cannot say for a fact that the cellar door was attached to that building.
Sure.
But yeah, there was...
there's a whole nother rumor of a cut that never released either. Because this I never backed up with anything. That's why I wasn't going to bring it up. But screw, we're on the topic now. But there was rumored to be a whole nother cut of the movie that was actually violent, like the comic books.
Oh, okay. So I'm glad you reminded me of this.
Sure.
So Europe is dumb.
Sure.
It should never be taken seriously.
I don't.
The UK version is laughable because apparently they removed all the weapons, like England fucking does. And everything. And in Germany, which I have never heard anything funnier. I heard a little bit of it today. I have never in my life heard anything funnier than German coming out of a turtle.
I'm going to make sure I'm going to put this on my list.
Yeah. And they added basically cartoon sound effects, more or less, and everything at the impacts.
I can only imagine what German cartoon sound effects sound like.
To dull the seriousness. Like, the 90s were awesome, don't get me wrong, but parent groups are the devil. They ruined everything. They tried to ruin everything fun.
Well, yeah. Dude,
it's too violent. It's in the fucking name. Like,
yeah, like, I don't... Dude, we could do a whole nother bit about parents in the 90s. Like, the violence thing was one of them. They got rid of honor roll because of stupid kids.
Yeah.
Like, the parents in the 90s were all fuckered up.
I love my parents. I am so lucky. I am so lucky that they
yes.
like, go figure this out.
Yes.
Figure this out.
But back to these turtles, because it's getting hot and I'm really hungry. So
you're not scared enough. Watch Terminator 1.
We're kind of at, Splinter gets taken. They go to April's. Leo, Raphael get in an argument. Raphael leaves to do his own thing because that's what he does. And we should also mention he gets the fuck beat out of him for like 7 minutes. While they're doing this whole transition, the Foot Ninjas show up at April's. They start fucking that place up. The ninjas are handling it to a certain point. And there's even a mention there where we talked about all the turtles are needed, where he's like, fuck, we need Ralph. Where they're doing the fighting and they're just kind of getting overwhelmed. They don't have the fourth fucking element. Ralph is getting his fucking shit tossed the whole time. Raph.
He's not a plumber.
Raphael's getting his shit tossed.
Have you met my turtle? Ralph.
The whole entire time, he's getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to them.
Well, and I was just saying, I'm glad you started because it was what I was going to bring up next because it's twofold. It showed Raph how much he needs the other three, and then vice versa, how much, like, he's the best fighter. Yeah. He's the best fighter. So he can do all this on his own for so long and everything. And then when there's three of them later on, they can hold their own, but like they still lose the place.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and everything. So it's, again, storytelling, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I miss it.
So you're telling me.
They go through this whole process of absolutely obliterating her whole entire life, literally setting it on fire. She hasn't fucking figured out she got fired at this point. The Ninja Turtles make it out through the
The Anne Frank door.
The Anne Frank. The Anne Frank door. And they go to a
which is conveniently turtle sized.
It really is. It can fit a large adult
mutant turtle.
It's perfect for it. So
you literally said adult.
I'm sorry. I don't know how else to describe it.
It's the title.
God damn it.
Teenage.
Oh
They're pretty big. They're adult sized. All right.
All right. We're also at an hour and 14.
Yeah. So they make it to the farmhouse, and this is kind of where Casey Jones gets actually introduced as a character, as opposed to just this guy who shows up and fights.
Yeah.
And who he's this very trope of a character. This very, because we talk about the scene where he rubs her shoulders, where she's just literally just like kind of probably just even scratching. Probably not even a rub, and he just goes in, and she's like, no, and then he very aggressively fucking forces her down. Which the turtles walk in right time.
Yeah, like the fuck.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, what's all this then?
And she tries to, she's like, hey, you need some ointments, and that's the turtle wax.
Turtle wax
comes up. He's like, no, and then the drawer, he pulls up the old fucking box of turtle wax,
which implies that he knew it was there.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Or he put it there for the gag.
For the bit. This will come in handy later. Just gonna hide this.
Classic 90s fashion, though.
Mikey's just pacing in the hallway, waiting for somebody to be in that room.
Yeah.
Like, aha, my time to shine.
So, one of the funniest scenes I have to mention of this. One of the funniest scenes I have to mention is this whole time, they retrieve Raphael. And he's just completely fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they go upstairs, and Leo's been like just attentively watching Raphael.
I do love that they had the foresight to not put him on his back.
I love that they show the scene. They go upstairs, and it looks like Raphael's dead in the fucking bathtub.
Yes.
It's like his legs like hanging out the side.
The one arm.
It's like I don't think he's looking good. It looks like he's been dead for like a few days, and they just don't know what to do.
They put him in water and it heals him.
Yeah, he just drowned. They're like, we can't call the cops. Look, we are on the run. We're a different species. We just committed arson.
Like, how do we even explain this?
You just committed arson, lady. All right.
We're a different species, and somehow he knows how to use the phone.
And you just killed this fucking turtle. You're the one who's going to jail. They're not putting.
So dumb.
The hockey mask vigilante's here too, looking for you.
Right. And there's this fucking guy.
Yeah.
But Raph gets better.
Yes.
They have the little the seance thing. Well, not seance.
It's classic 90s movie where
The
they
montage.
have the play together, everything's fine, everyone's back together, and then they have the realization that they learn the ultimate the lesson because they fucking bring Splinter back. Just they do the Yoda fucking thing. They use the fucking Force.
Yes.
And they bring him through the blue fire, and he's basically, this is my thing. Basically, like Splinter's like, hey, did you guys fucking forget about me? like, cool. I'm glad you guys are okay. I haven't eaten in 3 days.
And Donatello, the hat looks stupid.
This fucking redhead kid keeps showing up every couple days to remind me of all the things that I love are out there, having the best fucking time. Learning life lessons.
This kid keeps coming out to me, treating me like a fucking fortune cookie. Get me out of here. I'm almost out of Confucius saying.
This kid's like, I love the scene where the kid comes back and fucking Splinter's like, oh, you ran away from your other family too?
Yeah.
Like while he's hanging, just obviously like dehydrated.
Yeah.
No water, no food.
Well, I honestly love the fact that when he came in and he goes, oh, you can talk. And everybody's like, why the fuck would you chain him up if he couldn't talk?
Give me some fucking water, you little ginger fuck. God damn it.
But yes, then the mandatory 90s montage happens.
Oh, the training montage, of course.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
That was, okay, I skipped this part right here because this was one of the funniest parts where Casey Jones peeps, because Casey Jones sees Raphael mad when he goes out by himself on the rooftops.
Yeah.
And he's just hardcore dancing by himself. on the fucking roofs. It's the funniest thing ever, dude. Because these are classic hardcore moves that he's doing.
I do love that Casey Jones had eagle vision to be able to know.
He puts the mask on. It's fucking
to be able to know to bring the binoculars up. Like, is that the guy that I fought that was in a trench coat in the dark?
Yep, that's the mutant ninja.
Week ago.
Yep, that's him.
It's hard to miss.
Exactly.
And he's listening to Turnstile, just fucking like.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like that they showed how far away they were from each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it took Casey Jones a while to get over there since he has the budget of a vigilante and probably doesn't have a car.
Right, and probably couldn't afford a taxi. He had to huff it. I'm getting my sticks.
Yeah. The back and forth with them in the barn, too, obviously we mentioned with the truck, was so fucking genius.
Yeah.
But yes, the fighting montage that they do, which is really weird that they do in the field.
Yes.
It's very unorganized.
Training is fine.
Just little.
Don't ask too many. You're asking too many questions.
I really am.
Teenagers.
You're asking way too many questions.
Their father
now.
figure is missing. Teenagers.
So yeah, they get back to the city though. You know, they do the training montage. They get back into the city. Shredder's mobilizing his troops now.
Yes.
Because he found that picture on the fucking snitch ass.
On the dumbass kid.
That's another
Playing
thing.
both sides.
April creates this piece of artwork that is obviously going to be worth a lot of money. First thing this kid does, can I have it? He fucking folds it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like it's nothing. Like it's fucking homework he's not going to finish later.
The kid also robbed her earlier that day, like a few days ago too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
he doesn't settle that debt until he knows which side wins.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's when he's remorseful all of a sudden. Like,
even at the end,
oh, we're gonna lose.
He
this.
put that headband on real
He's
smooth
Italy.
walking back in.
He's fucking Italy.
you beat me to it, you son of a bitch. I was just about to say that whenever he got took a breath. I'm like, so what you're telling me is that Daddy's Italy.
Yeah, he's fucking Italy in every world war that there ever has been.
That's exactly it.
So far, just two, but yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
But,
they get back to the city. Oh shit, where were we? They get back to the city.
So Danny fucks up again.
Oh, they find him in their lair. That's what it was. Yeah. And hanging out and don't shoot.
Right.
Yeah, Casey Jones follows Danny back.
Yeah.
Right.
Sneaks in to this club. You know, Casey Jones, man's got a right hook.
Yeah.
There's a scene in the movie where he first pops out of the clubhouse and two guys see him, and right out the gate, he's like, boom, bap, like with the same arm. And he looks at himself. He's like, it's a gift.
At the truck.
Yeah, at the truck.
At the truck
he's like, it's a talent. You know, he's got a one-hitter quitter, dude.
Yep. And April is about to find out.
Lays him out, man. Yeah.
So,
But
if you read the comic book, she actually does. Anyway.
oh shit. So yeah, they I guess they end up on the roof and what have you.
So
yeah, well,
with Sam Rockwell in audience.
Casey Jones goes to the hideouts and basically finds out about fucking Splinter. The kid Danny's like, we got to get fucking Splinter. They get Splinter. Basically, have to find a way out of this place because now the Ninja Turtles are like, we're here, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, also Tatsu gets in the way, and that's where he gets Tiger Woods into next week.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that whole he does handle Casey.
He was beating on him for a little bit there.
He handled him for a little bit.
Yeah.
But real slow.
There's a couple good face reactions from Casey. He might have got hit. Because there's one time there where he looks legitimately like he kind of got dusted off a little bit in his eyes.
And this is another thing. This is my theory that bit Tatsu back in the ass because he trained these kids one-on-one, none of this gang fighting. If he wouldn't have done that, they would have just jumped on Casey.
Yeah.
Would have been handled.
There'd be no honor with it.
You're in a gang. It's called the Foot Clan.
Right. Couldn't even be an elbow. He didn't be anything honorable like a shoulder.
Tatsu did. Well, he did kick somebody, but he was mainly giving hands.
He kicked the kid in the face.
He did.
Never lower your eyes to an enemy.
Yeah.
You could have told me.
Casey handles fucking Tatsu with the golf club.
Right.
Because that's what they get for stealing so much useless shit.
He goes 7 feet.
Also, I forgot to mention this earlier too. When Shredder tells Tatsu to kill Splinter, nobody follows through on that.
No, he doesn't even follow up with Danny. No, he catches Danny basically being a fucking traitor.
Right.
And he's like, kill the rat.
They both just walk.
They both just walk.
Yeah.
Just walks away. And Danny's like,
they're terrible villains.
Okay, I guess.
They're terrible villains.
The worst. With the worst outfit. That Shredder outfit in that movie was terrible. The purple
got
glitter.
it. I liked it better in the next ones, but that'll be a different episode for a different time. But going forward though, because we're at an hour and 23 minutes now talking about turtles, and
life is good.
Yeah, I mean it could be worse. That is true.
Life is good.
But where am I at here?
So we're on the roof now.
So yeah, we're on. So they're fighting. Cool. Thankfully, fucking Splinter shows up to give them. To help them because they're getting their asses handed
they're basically on the roof, and they get to this point of all the movies where the first wave comes, they're handling it, and then the second wave comes.
Well, because they chased. Well, they had this. We did miss out. They said they had the steam fight with the and that is probably my first or my favorite Raph statement in the whole movie. That might change, but because the steam goes, they do the silent blind fight and everything, and then Raph is just eating that apple. He goes, I sure hope there's more of those guys.
Yeah. So
and then, they chase them out, and that's how they end up on the roof.
They get on the roof, handling that, and then Shredder shows up, and it's basically like, fuck, we can't handle. They go one by one. Raphael, of course, goes first, gets handled. Leo just dives in.
Sword plunge.
Yeah, really just could have thought that one out a little bit better.
Leo's the only one that land anything on him, though.
He did cut his shirt,
he cuts his arm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good point, yeah. And then the other two, they're getting handled at this point. They kind of realize, we're fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Splinter shows up. And then we also got to remember, Shredder he gets one of the Ninja Turtles, Leo, I believe it is.
Yeah,
and
Leo.
He holds him by the, what does he have, a spear?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Spear
the spear.
point.
Basically tells the Ninja Turtles, throw your fucking weapons out of the way. They do. Instead of nunchucks, land on the ladder, which they make that a key point to fucking
Yes, they do.
zoom in on that,
This will be a helpful tool for later.
Yeah. And then Splinter shows up. Now, this is why I fucking love Splinter, why I think he's better than Yoda. Because for days, no food, no water, probably didn't sleep. He's hanging on these chains. His wrists are fucked.
He's also got a man's arm up his ass.
Another man controlling every move. And with one Shredder makes the fucking same rookie mistake that Leo makes by just diving straight with anger. Because he makes the same mistake with Raphael. He gets angry because Raphael, the leader, gets him handled. He's like, I got this. Shredder does the same thing. No problem. Splinter fucking judo toss with the nunchucks off the roof.
Which leads me to the last point I wanted to make about this movie. How casually Casey just kills Shredder.
He commits murder with multiple witnesses.
Literally said whoops.
So casual. He so casually kills a man.
And Casey commits first degree murder, leaving multiple witnesses.
So casual.
Also, can we talk about the 90s trope of city and town vehicles just sitting around idle, waiting for a protagonist to use them? The garbage truck was just there.
Yes, it was.
Keys are ready. It's the middle of the night.
He's ready to go.
Well, if you've ever been to New York, you'll realize how dirty that city is. They needed that.
Oh, no, absolutely. But that was definitely a 90s thing.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But real quick before we wrap up, because, that was pretty much the end of the movie, other than Cowabunga, I made it funny, which I do legitimately love.
Yeah, it was good.
The way the suits worked. Like we got to talk about that at least a little bit. So
before we mention that, though, I do want to mention this fact. This is a theory I have about Casey Jones. So in the beginning of the movie, Raphael, when he first meets Casey Jones, Raphael stops Casey Jones from continuing the beatdown on those two kids. Yes. I think Casey Jones has been killing motherfuckers.
100%.
Yeah, he's serial killer.
For a long time.
100%. At least paralyzing.
You know what I mean? And he's been really good at this, and then the Turtles, he's in this situation where he's like, I'm not really going to get in trouble, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's why at the end he feels completely safe committing of this horrible fucking murder.
Like, he killed him in a garbage crusher.
Nobody even cared.
Not one person.
Nobody was like, oh my God, the sound. Those are his bones. Like, it's the metal, it's the bones, it's everything. Not one person was like, throwing up.
And that's the thing that bothers me, because they toned the violence down because it's supposed to be a kids movie. And they left that.
If you don't have to see it, it's not real.
Okay. That's okay.
Air quotes.
They didn't have to show the scene of his hat getting all fucking crumpled like a pop can. They could have went without that. They put blood in it, I guess,
Fair enough, I guess. But
I'm in agreement with you. It's a silly time.
It's
a silly time.
But I just wanted to mention the Casey Jones being a fucking serial killer.
But I think you have a point there.
Yeah.
You're onto something.
Because I think he was going to kill those two kids at the beginning of the movie. And then he showed up, and that's why he's like, I'm going to handle this rat and run the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta go.
Like, he was gonna come down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those. I definitely want to talk about how it was made, and just at least the fact that those are 70-pound suits.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware. I remembered watching the making of back when I was a kid, but I wasn't aware that the puppeteers, because you had. So it took 3 people, with the exception of Raphael. It took 3 people to make the turtles work, and you had a puppeteer, the guy in the suit, and then the voiceover guy.
Yeah.
And everything and then Splinter had 3 people, I think, just moving him.
That makes sense.
And everything. So it was 70-pound suits that they were working with, all latex, and then servos and whatnot inside the head to make it look, because like, again, I'll say it to this day, like I believe the Ninja Turtles are something that I can go to New York City and find, because that movie looked real. Compared to the crap today,
the texture, the skin, the eye,
everything,
teeth,
everything. And this was Jim Henson's last project before he died.
Yep.
Wow.
He died like 2 months after it hit theaters or something like that. So this was it.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. So I mean, the martial arts going into it and moving around like that with a 70-pound suit. I didn't know that they slowed down the footage. Or I'm sorry, they slowed down their movements and then sped up the footage.
Yeah.
Until today, that doesn't bother me whatsoever.
It makes sense.
It's an amazing piece of cinema.
Agreed.
An amazing piece of cinema. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. It was, and now rewatching as an adult, even more so. Because I can just appreciate it more. I can appreciate the adult tones, and everything.
And like you said, all the costumes and the animatronics and everything, like, it just looks so. I just watched it before coming here. It looks so fucking good.
Yeah, the whole time they're talking, there's a guy with basically a hand puppet, doing this. That's controlling that thing, and with technology we take for granted today.
Oh, yeah.
Like wireless stuff and what have you and everything, and it's just like a monumental task in making that movie, and it is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then the one last thing I'm going to bring up, actually, because it just popped in my mind. Domino's Pizza is featured prominently.
Yeah, it is.
The delivery boy on the moped.
That's Michelangelo. If I remember right.
Really?
That was one of the Turtles.
That's the actor in the suit, I think. And like I said, all 4 of them got like a cameo. But Domino's Pizza was, but Pizza Hut was the one that had the advertising.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real weird.
Yeah, it was a very, very strange set of circumstances.
Interesting.
Also, of course, we can't forget my favorite quote of the movie. Forgiveness is divine, but never play price for late pizza.
Yes, absolutely. The pizza delivery guy who couldn't find the fucking
I honestly felt like that was a Three Stooges thing when I don't remember what the number was, but
it was like something like an eighth.
And an eighth, like I think this is a Three Stooges thing. Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, there's obviously a lot that we've covered with this movie. I mean, we hit an hour and a half talking about a freaking Ninja Turtles movie.
We did the whole movie. Pretty solid.
Dude,
but yeah, I mean, I was going to bring up the theory about like the weapons and what they and why each character has it.
Yeah.
And I'll make this as quick as possible because I can actually hear my stomach growling through my microphone. So I ate once and it was like I ate.
I know the Raph one. The other 3 I'm a little.
So Leonardo, his katanas, despite his ethical nature, Leonardo's katanas represent the potential for violence, but the responsibility of leadership for him to not kill everybody.
Ooh, okay.
Essentially, that's my abridged version of it. And also, allegedly, and this is all fan theory, there's no basis of any of this, but it also goes on to say that Splinter intended to teach him a lesson that sometimes taking a life is necessary to protect others.
Wow.
Is that whole theory. Raphael, the Sai, of course, because of his hot temper, they gave him a defensive weapon. So, like, the person who's most likely to kill somebody has the defensive weapon.
It's like Will Ferrell with that wooden gun.
Yes. Exactly it. Donatello, because of his intelligence, they gave him the staff because the staff is a very creative weapon. It can be used in various ways. So because of his intelligence and creativity, yeah, staff. Michelangelo, because of the playful nature, he's challenged to use the nunchucks. And because they're known for being very complex and can easily harm the user if you're not focused. And Michelangelo's easily the most unfocused of all of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
They gave him a fidget spinner.
Also, side note, the nunchuck dancing scene in the movie, that's top tier right there. Do you guys remember that? When they're in April's apartment and everybody's fighting and then the one Foot Clan guy and Michelangelo have this weird scene where they're showing off with the nunchucks.
And I think that is one of the turtle stunt actors, if I remember.
Oh,
nice.
That Foot Clanman.
Yeah, because if you watch Raph go in that, I'm worried.
I would have fucking rocked Michelangelo in the back of the head with a chair if that was going on, and I was one of his Foot Clans. I'd be like, "Fuck this bullshit! I'm not watching this."
When
so you can beat my ass with those after this? Nope.
When Raph goes in the trash can and comes back out. I never noticed it until I watched this video. He's grabbing his face. That the stunt actor broke his nose. Going into the trash can.
That sucks.
And whatnot. Yeah, and everything. And so, God, I forget. I apologize. I forget how it's linked, but I want to say that that Foot Clan soldier is one of the turtle stunt actors also. Because you had the main suited actors, and then you also had stunt actors that got into the suits.
It would be funny if it was Michelangelo playing both characters, and they were just like back and forth.
I could be wrong. I don't think that's how. If anything, it might have been his stunt actor.
Yeah,
could be.
Maybe. But I want to say it was one of the stunt actors, and it linked.
That makes sense.
To Raph's breaking his nose somehow.
I like that. The weapons, like the theories, that makes sense for all of them.
It really does. It was never proven by anybody, but it's just like, but the theory just makes way too much sense for it to not be, spoken about.
I like Donatello's and Michelangelo's the most. Like, hey, you have ADHD, here's this. And you like computers? Here's a stick.
Like, yes, you have the most high-tech things. Here's the most low-tech thing. A stick for beating. The old beating stick.
I guess I like the New York version of a I don't know, the New York-ism in my mind of Splinter giving them to him. Like if Splinter actually spoke like he was from New York.
Very New York. If the Ninja Turtles were in Chicago, it might have
here's
guns.
a fucking stick.
Fair enough. Which is also called a stick. There you go. All right, so that's it for me, though. You guys got anything else you want to add?
No, that was solid.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Fantastic. Well, if you made it this far in this episode, we appreciate your support. As I mentioned before, if you've been listening to us for a while, you're not following us, do us a favor and follow us. Give us a follow, give us a like, give us a rating wherever you're at. We've actually been getting more ratings on Spotify too. We're still at 4.9, which I don't think that's going to change anytime soon, but we still appreciate seeing those numbers go up. So if you can, give us a like, give us a follow. We appreciate that support. Check out our website, requiredtastepodcast.com. And check out our merch. That's pretty cool too. And give us a name for the pigeon. Also tell us what you want to hear us cover next so we can do some of our listener suggestions here soon. But anyways, other than that, we appreciate all the love and support, and y'all be cool.
Thanks, guys.